With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off play action. Aldridge. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They set up the screen for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go and 2nd down. The Ravens are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Working to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get this to about the 38. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wester on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want to repeat their first drive.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Aldridge. And that is incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. The return is Reed. Calling an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse than that is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Aldridge. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. from the gun on third down. Aldridge. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Here comes Reed. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Aldridge. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
It's second down.
some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And avoids the contact by sliding. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. 70. Go.
He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Go. Ready.
Henry again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Aldridge. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Quality coverage that time. The slowdown has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Third and 19. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Aldridge now from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 Lions. Bronco 80.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Come on.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
60 Vikings.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Okay, ready?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He's across midfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Tyler Luton to kick off
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Ravens' 30-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down it
to the right side and intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we're walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive where they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now.
First and 10 at the 48.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Inside handoff, Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Aldridge. To the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call.
Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go.
2nd and 15.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
The gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Aldridge from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Come on, go.
At the Broncos.
Now this time he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Luke now for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Broncos 35, Ravens 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42, Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, right?
Off the option, here's Henry. And again behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Aldridge. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 63 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure... No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's a give up. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 42, Ravens 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7. Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Get him. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Aldridge, off play action. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Aldridge. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says that they stopped him, and they did. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
What is? Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw. Aldridge. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
Ready. Panther 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now
This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Aldridge. Now the ball comes loose. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
34.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And they will take a knee here. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.